Hello, this is Lady Boulay, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Thank you for your thumbs up, and thank you for your comments. Thank you for all you do to support the channel. And yes, we are commanded to love one another, whether we want to or not, or whether we agree with each other or not. Well, I have a little bit of information about one of our immigrant congresswomen from Florida. She is accused of stealing money from the federal disaster fund. In fact, in the tune of $5 million. So I would say that that's a hard-working immigrant. That's a hard-working immigrant. If you can swindle the federal government of the United States out of $5 million, you're really busy at work trying to get paid. Now, this is what she is accused of doing. I'm not accusing her of doing it. That's what they, whoever they are accusing her of doing. Her name is Sheila Cherfilus McCormick, and she's quite a nice looking lady, and she's a serious looking woman. And you know, the immigrants tell us that they work very hard and that they are not lazy like we are. So let's hope that she'll be able to clear her name and keep working and not being lazy and not having to go to jail. And this article comes from the BBC, the British Broadcasting Company. They're interested in this for whatever reason, but what they are reporting is that a U.S. Congresswoman is charged with stealing $5 million in federal disaster funds. Now, what my husband says, and my husband worked for the federal government for many years, he says that if you steal money from the United States government, you better cover your tracks and get out of town. You have exactly 8 years to cover yourself or get a new identity because they're coming for you. And just because you got away with it for 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, don't think that you've gotten away. You got by, but you didn't get away. Because if you steal that much money from the United States government, they're coming for you and they're going to find you. So the article says a Florida congresswoman has been charged with stealing $5 million in federal disaster funds. Sheila Cherfilus McCormick is accused of laundering some of the Federal Emergency Management Agency's money into her 2021 election campaign. They're always trying to get money to get reelected. The 46-year-old Democrat is under investigation by the House of Representatives Ethics Committee and could be expelled from the chamber. Attorney General Pam Bondi called it a particularly selfish, cynical crime. In a statement, Ms. Cherfilus McCormick, who was elected to Congress in 2022, maintained that she was innocent and vowed to clear her name. She faces up to 53 years in prison if convicted. Oh my goodness. The fraud was allegedly carried out through a healthcare company operated by the Congresswoman and her brother, Edwin Cherfilus, 51, now co-accused. Now, we know these Caribbean and African immigrants are notorious for defrauding the healthcare system, whether it's running some type of a sham Medicare facility or these fake licensed nurses and nurses practitioners. That is the hill that they have decided to die on in the United States. They're getting caught going and coming left and right. They think they're so smart. And yeah, they work hard, all right, at trying to defraud the government and trying to beat their way. So when they get caught, and they often do, this is the punishment. This woman is looking at 53 years in prison if she is found guilty. So she's black, but she's Haitian. So that is why it is important to distinguish, You know, when they do well, they want everybody to know they're from some country in Africa or the Caribbean. But when they get caught doing something like this, then they want to be black. So that is why it is important to do the delineation. So she can be black, but she's not black American. She's a Caribbean woman up here defrauding the United States government. So that lets you know how smart you are. Let's see if you're smart enough to get away with it. That's how we'll know you're really smart, when you can do it and not get caught. So, anyway, carrying on, Ms. Sheriffless McCormick was chief executive of the family firm Trinity Healthcare Services at the time. The company had won a FEMA contract to register people for COVID vaccines, but in July of 2021, it received an overpayment of $5 million in federal funds, according to the Justice Department. The siblings allegedly tried to disguise the money source by routing it through several accounts and eventually used a substantial portion on her congressional campaign. Well, I mean, if you got to spend that much money to get reelected to Congress, you might need to do something else with your life. That might not be your calling if you got to cheat to get reelected. I mean, how much money are these people making that they got to steal to get reelected? Now, I'm not saying she stole the money. That's what they're saying. But I'm just saying a lot of them get in trouble with these campaign finance funds and things. So they want to stay up there. But I mean, what's the point? Ms. Sheriffless McCormick and another person named in the indictment allegedly diverted funds from the FEMA contract to friends and relatives who donated the money back to her campaign as personal contributions, prosecutors said. They've tried this before. That never worked. Somebody had tried that before. Taking money from the government and giving it to friends and having your friends donate some of it back. But you know they're keeping some of that money because it's worth something for you to participate in a scam like that. Getting your name tied up in something crooked like that, and then you end up having to go to jail. So you need to get something out of it. No one is above the law, least of all powerful people who rob taxpayers for personal gain, the Attorney General said. We will follow the facts in this case and deliver justice. A federal grand jury in Miami approved the indictment on Wednesday. Ms. Sheriffless McCormick said in a statement, "This is an unjust, baseless sham indictment, and I am innocent." She added, "I am deeply grateful for the support of my district, and I remain confident that the truth will prevail." Her lawyers said in a statement, "We will fight to clear her good name." Well, I hope if her name is good, they will clear it. But the thing about it is, they know if they overpaid you, and you know if they overpaid you, and if they overpaid you and their books are right, you're cooked. That's the way I see it, because they try stuff like this all the time, and these immigrants are notorious for this kind of healthcare fraud. Ms. Sheriffless McCormick is also under investigation by the House Ethics Committee. The Office of Congressional Conduct said in its referral that she may have requested community project funding that would be directed to a for-profit entity. On Thursday, a Florida Republican Congressman, Greg Steube, said he would introduce a resolution to expel Ms. Sheriffless McCormick. Defrauding the federal government and disaster victims of $5 million is an automatic disqualifier from serving in elected office, he said in a social media post. And here's the thing. If she had taken that money and sent it to Haiti, Haiti has so many problems, internal problems, external problems, all kind of problems. Let's just say that she had taken that money and sent it to Haiti for humanitarian relief and for something to help their healthcare system, because according to reports, Haiti's healthcare system has collapsed. So let's just say that she had taken that small amount of money, because in the face of the crises that Haiti is having, $5 million wouldn't help that much, but it would help some. So let's just say she had sent that money to Haiti to help out her people. It would still be wrong, but it would be for a worthy cause. It would be like Robin Hood, robbing the rich and giving it to the poor. Then the public could support her. I think that people would be more sympathetic toward her if she had done it to uplift her own people. If she had used it for the good of helping somebody instead of trying to get reelected. But now that's what they're saying. I'm not saying it because I'm not the one bringing the charges against her. But if she had taken that money to try to help her people, it would be more sympathetic than her taking the money to get reelected if that is what she did. And anyway, Black Americans won't be blamed for this because she has proudly said that she is the first Haitian to be elected to the United States Congress. So it's not a mark against us. And I hope as she goes forward, she will make it clear that her family proudly migrated here from Haiti and that, she's sorry for making her country look bad. Okay, y'all, let me know what you think about the video. Thank you for listening and have a good day.